What's going on, everybody? My name is Caleb Sells. I'm a full-time reseller. I mainly sell men's clothing, and I just had the craziest thrift haul of my entire life. This is my receipt, and I brought proof. I brought proof. We're not clickbaiting. I don't want to dox myself. Okay. Can we see that? 155 items for $1,266, okay? We're not gonna go through all 155 because anything that was golf related, and I am more able to be a little bit more liberal with what I pick up in the golf category because I sell that on Whatnot, was all set aside for Whatnot. But I would say this is probably over 100 pieces. I might have to break this into a couple parts, but I'm gonna go as fast as I can, show you guys every single item other than the golf stuff that I picked up. So this receipt, it's taller than me. It's actually taller than my wings, like me reaching as high as I can. I'm 6'2", so this is probably 10 feet worth of receipt. So it was a good haul. I'm gonna try to keep it quick because we got a lot of items to go over. If you guys remember, this is an OG style of video. First of all, I'm gonna leave it uncut, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to keep going. If I make any mistakes, let me know. The tags, orange and yellow. Yeah, orange and yellow were 50% off plus an additional 25% off at the end. And blue is just 25% off. So I'll try to share the price. First item, we have this Y2K Quicksilver jacket, fleece lined. This style of jacket always sells really good for me, probably like a $35 to $40 sale. I paid $9. So time to make my stack over here with all these items. Should I take the tags off too? I normally take the tags off too. You guys will have to bear with me. You gotta take the tags off because we're gonna be a little bit productive during the video. The thrift store got a ton of LL Bean stuff in, so you're gonna see a lot of LL Bean, which is one of my favorite fall brands. Paid $10 orange. So what's that? Like $4 for this? $4. We got an LL Bean waffle knit Henley sweater. Just a little bread and butter piece. If you find a wool fisherman sweater from them, it can be a lot better. If you find one that's vintage, it can be a lot better. That's just more like a bread and butter. Paid $9 for this LL Bean vest. I'm pretty sure this is called the waterfowl something or other. It's merino wool sweater vest from LL Bean. You can look up that style code 282950 to get the style name. So that's what I'm going to do when I go to list it. It does have these like commando things on the shoulder, so it might be like a commando sweater vest instead of the waterfowl one. I'm not sure. Next up, for $6, we have a Brooks Brothers merino wool stretch sweater, V-neck, like a purple kind of burgundy Merlot wine kind of colorway. Brooks Brothers, I'm still kind of testing the market on the sweaters, to be honest. Some years I've sold them really well. Some years they sold a little bit slower. So I've been picking up a couple to try them out in my store. I'll have to keep you guys posted on that one. Paid $4 for this vintage made in USA Bill Blass waffle knit crew neck sweater. It's sweater and jacket season. You guys are going to see a ton of sweaters and jackets. We're going to take a little intermission. My wife's calling me. Okay, we're back. I've sold these the last few years for like $25-ish. Nothing too crazy, but once again, it's fall, so I'm going to start picking those up and see if they sell, and if they do, I will pick them up all year. If not, then I won't. I'll stop if they don't start selling here quickly. This, I missed that it had a company logo on it. Probably would not have picked this up. Paid $7.50, so not the end of the world. We just have an Eddie Bauer Weather Edge rain jacket. The better lines from Eddie Bauer I do pick up if they're cheap. This one is a Weather Edge. It's their waterproof rain jacket line. But like I said, this one has a company logo on the front, so I would not have picked it up for $7.50, but so be it. For $4.50, we have a Nike Yoga, which is a pretty good line of Nike. Nike Yoga long sleeve top. I found a lot of these in the past at this thrift store with Cavs stuff on it. Yeah, this has like a little Cleveland Cavaliers logo on there. So I will list that with Cleveland Cavaliers in the title. Luckily, the Cleveland Cavaliers are projected to be pretty good, so that should actually help. Nike Yoga, and I've found some Lululemon items with that on there as well. Paid $7.50 for this LL Bean cotton cashmere blend quarter zip. Once again, there was a ton of LL Bean there. Probably not the biggest margins on like the cotton or cotton cashmere blend, but I do like the bigger sizes, and when they are quarter zip or they are a Henley or a button up of some kind. This one is paid $9 for this one. This is an LL Bean quarter zip, but this one is 100% merino wool, so I definitely would recommend to pick up something like this, LL Bean merino wool. Once again, these modern LL Bean items have a 6-digit style code. You type that into Google and you get the exact model name, and that's how you can sell these for more money. So I'll have to look up the style name for those sweaters. All right, took a gamble on this one. Just wanted to try it out. Paid $6 for this J. Crew waffle knit, like flecked merino wool sweater. Flecked, speckled. I don't know what keyword works better. Maybe put both in there. Has a little bit of pilling on it, but it's coming off just by pulling it. So I will hit it with the fabric shaver. If you don't have a fabric shaver, you got to go get one. Here we go. I'll show you. Just this little thing like this. This turns on. It just cuts off the little extra fibers on your sweaters. I paid $22 for this, so I paid up. $22 for an Orvis chore jacket. These sell super well for me. It's the perfect time of year to be selling it. I paid more than I'd like to for it, to be honest. I usually sell them for like 60-ish bucks. I'll probably list that one a little bit higher. But I don't like to leave that kind of stuff behind. Paid $6 for a Save the Duck women's puffer jacket. Save the Duck is a non-down puffer jacket brand. They try to make like stuff that acts like down without being down. That is either a kids or a ladies. But for $6, I'm gonna pick it up either way. Next up, for $4.50, we have a pair of Arborwear shorts. I'm gonna set these aside so I can list them quick since we're kind of getting out of summer. Arborwear is, I wouldn't say it's like an amazing brand, but it's definitely one to look up if you find it. Paid $7 for some BKE Jake straight jeans. These are like the perfect epitome of bread and butter in my store. I sell these anywhere from 25 to 40, just depending on the color, cut, style, condition, size. But if I can pick those up under 10, I always pick them up. On to the next bag. I did buy 2 pairs of shoes, so let's go over the 2 pairs of shoes. I paid $12 for these On Cloud shoes. You can see the tag is 35, but half off, and then 25% off of that. So all the way down to $12. So not a bad pickup for some On Clouds. And paid $15 for these Ariat, kind of like Roper style boots. Is that what you'd call these? They got the little tassel there on the front. I comped them out to sell for about 45 to 50 bucks. Okay, I paid $15 for this. I could not find any comps, but I trusted my gut on a really, really nice fisherman sweater. This one is still like super loose and flowy, so it was never washed or dried the wrong way. So it still has that really, really nice buttery soft condition. Made in Ireland, size XL. The brand is Boyne Valley. I looked it up. There wasn't much on it on eBay, but I've sold sweaters like that for really good money before from other brands. So I went ahead and picked it up. I forgot to mention, I paid up for a lot of items, so I think my average cost was $8.17. So I paid up for a lot of items, but that also means I got a lot of really good deals as well. Paid $22 for this item, so I would say that's definitely paying up. This is a brand new at Tags vintage Polo Ralph Lauren V-neck wool sweater, lamb's wool sweater. Vintage new at Tags Ralph Lauren, or even modern new at Tags Ralph Lauren, always sells super fast for me. So that's why I was willing to pay up for it, because I know it's going to sell super fast. Another one I took a little bit of a gamble on. Let's see, this would be like $17, I guess. I bought this Jeff Hamilton JH Designs USA kind of like racing jacket. Could not find any comps on this specific jacket, but I know that Jeff Hamilton jackets can go for really good money. Had a lot of really cool embroideries on it, so I went ahead and took the gamble on it. Paid $15 for this Carhartt jacket. This is not like the canvas model that is, better to find, but a Carhartt jacket nonetheless for $15. Still probably going to be a quick seller this time of year. I'll probably list it for, I don't know, $40 to $50 and sell it anywhere from 30 to 50. We got a vintage Gap jacket, paid $4.50. Sorry, I keep looking at the tags because they changed their tag style, so it's kind of throwing me off. Vintage Gap jacket. Really cool, like little hook and eye, I guess that's what you'd call it, or like toggle buttons here. Kind of like a military style with the chore pockets on the bottom. This one does have a hood as well. You guys know if it has a hood, typically worth more. The zipper, based on the side the zipper's on, it might be women's. Either way, that Y2K Gap style has been doing pretty well for me, so we'll keep going for it. New at Tags Levi's, I paid $9. $9 for some new at Tags Levi's. I think these are women's. Yeah, women's, but they are the Levi's Premium, and they're 501s. So I don't know how much those will sell for. I didn't look them up for $9. I'm sure pretty good. The size said 31-30, but I think when it doesn't have the size on that back patch, that means they're women. So I think those are going to be women's. Paid $15 for some Armani jeans. New at Tags. I really don't pick these up very often, but when they're new at Tags, I do pick them up because they still do have a super high retail price. Paid $15. I have another pair listed right now on eBay, I think for like $75 or so. So yeah, $50 to $75 on those. We got another LL Bean item, paid $7.50 for this sweater. This one's really nice. It is like a Pima cotton waffle knit, but this one was new at Tags. New at Tags, super buttery soft. New at Tags, definite pickup for $7.50. The pre-owned ones, I feel like they were kind of a stretch. You know, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna lose money on them, but probably not gonna be the fastest or easiest sellers. But that one, new at Tags, is a great pickup for $7.50. Paid $15 for these Marine Layer 5-pocket corduroy pants, new at Tags. Marine Layer, decent brand, new at Tags, gonna perform a little bit better. What do we have here? Paid $6 for some Express pants. These are new at Tags Express chino pants, size 34-30. Nothing glamorous there, just a little bread and butter piece. Another LL Bean new at Tags. This one was $7.50 as well. This one's just a black crew neck sweater, but because it's new at Tags, I would definitely call that a good pickup for $7.50. You guys are about to see a lot of LL Beans selling in my store with how much I picked up. I can't wait to show you guys the item that's on top of the next bag because it is a crazy piece and I paid a crazy price. I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments. Paid $7.50 for this Nike canvas. I would call it a shacket. It's like a shirt jacket. Black canvas, got some chore pockets on there. Wish it was my size, to be honest. Cool piece. Didn't look it up. $7.50. Kind of a no-brainer on that one. Caught them slipping a little bit on this one. Paid $9 for this Patagonia Retro X Sherpa. This material from Patagonia is the Retro X line, and it sells very, very well. So that's going to be a nice little flip. Another thing I didn't look up, I just picked it up because it was good. Paid $15 for some Lululemon chino pants. I sell these for about $40 these days. There's the Lululemon logo right there. I wish I could get them a little bit cheaper so I could sell them in my golf shows, because I don't like listing them, but at $15 I gotta list them on eBay. Paid $7.50 for some J. Crew chino pants, but they are Nuitags. Nuitags J. Crew chino pants. $7.50. Let's see. $7.50. Bought this Harley Davidson Henley shirt with the nice embroidery on both sides. Brand new tags as well. New tags. You'll notice, like, I'm usually willing to take a little bit more of a risk on something that's new with tags. Okay, before we get to that crazy item, I ran out of IKEA bags, so I have a few in this random garbage bag that they gave me. Let's get this out of the way. Paid $7 for this American Eagle, like a canvas with the fur lining. Abercrombie & Fitch calls this the Adirondack jacket, so I probably will put Adirondack in my title to borrow a little bit of their marketing. Maybe somebody wants the American Eagle one to save a little money instead of getting the Abercrombie & Fitch one that sells for like $100 right now. But still going to be a really good flip. $7 or $9 or whatever I paid. Oh, I just threw this tag in there. I want to say this was $7.50 if I had to remember correctly. Sorry, I should have paid more attention there. This is kind of like a chore jacket bomber kind of thing from Eddie Bauer. Vintage, has the nice leather collar. Unique little piece. I've never seen one like this. Is that real leather? Genuine leather on the collar, and the liner is wool. So it has like a quilted wool liner. Really nice materials, vintage Eddie Bauer. Did not look that up at $7.50. I'm sure it's good for $7.50. Okay, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I paid $9 for a Columbia jacket. $9 for a Columbia jacket. This is a Omnitech titanium, really, really nice high-end rain jacket from Columbia. I do try to pick up the better lines from those more common and easy to find brands because they're not priced up as much at the thrift store. And those well-known brands still do have really high retail prices on their better items. And when people are shopping in season, they're gonna go to Columbia and see that this rain jacket is, you know, $150 still. And instead, they can buy it from me for $40. Paid $6 for this full zip primitive Dragon Ball Z full zip hoodie. Saw a lot of random comps and listings for that piece. Mine is new at tags. I passed on it when it was more expensive. They lowered the price, and I decided $6. It was time for me to just take the gamble on it because that's pretty cheap. $4.50 on this Dickies work jacket with the kind of like fleece knit hood. Just another little bread and butter item. Nothing too crazy there. But Dickies, the poor man's Carhartt. Somebody's going to have a good use for that working outside this fall. And yeah. Oh, we got two bangers. Two bangers in this, the last little bag here. Okay, I paid $12 for this. This is the Climb Wind Stopper. Can we see that? Can we see that okay? The Climb, I'm guessing that's Climb. It has a little line over the eye. Climb Windstopper. I think it's called the Intercept jacket. Really good comps on this. I think I saw some comps of like 100, 110, 120. This one does have some staining and some, it's just very dirty, but I think I can get, you know, at least 75 bucks for it. Paid 22 bucks for this Patagonia down vest. This one's vintage from the year 2000. I would have thought this went for more. I looked it up. It was only going for like 50 to 60 bucks. So I did pay a lot for it. But I think this colorway, I can sell it for more than what the comps were because I didn't see any listed or sold in that colorway. If you guys just watched my most recent video, my best sales, colorway really matters on those brands like Arc'teryx, Patagonia. That blue colorway is really going to pop. Okay, you guys ready for it? You guys ready for it? Okay. We got the Robert Graham limited edition. New it tags. New it tags Robert Graham limited edition. Retail price of $400. Size 2XL. This thing has the flip cuffs. It also has this really ornate, like, crocheted knit portion, all over print, obviously. Really good size of 2XL. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think I paid for this. Let me know what you think I paid for it in the comments. I'll give you guys a second. No cheating. I'll give you guys a second while I lay this out really nice and flat. They had it priced at $100 and I paid 25% off of 100, so I paid 75 bucks for that. Still a pretty good deal in my opinion. Okay, back to some LL Bean sweaters. I got a quarter zip waffle knit, $7.50. I think I have a bunch of these in a row actually. Same thing here, $7.50. This one's in the blue. A lot of these were size XL, so I don't know if they like had one person donate a bunch or how that all worked out. This one is the same thing in navy blue, $7.50. LL Bean quarter zip waffle knit sweater, organic cotton, really, really heavyweight, really, really nice. They definitely are nicer than how much they're worth. Like if you found one for personal, like I think they only sell for like 25 bucks, but they're really nice. The functional value is worth a lot more. Paid $7.50 for this LL Bean, but this one is lamb's wool and it is a button up on the front with, I think, the leather buttons. Yeah, the leather buttons on the front. So that one's gonna perform a little bit better because it's wool instead of cotton. You can see my stack over here is getting tall already. We have 3 IKEA bags left to go. I paid 15 bucks for this Lululemon Engineered Warmth quarter zip. This is a line from Lululemon that sells really well. It's kind of like their waffle knit merino wool kind of thing. It does have the Cavaliers logo on it as well. Might have to put that aside and see if it fits me. It's size 2XL, but Lululemon fits so tight, I might have to just try it on. Okay, paid 12 bucks for another Lululemon piece here. Trying to get the tag out of their tag. Okay, 12 bucks for another Lululemon piece. This one has this random logo on it, Clee. So I'll probably sell this one. Another one, it's like this one's like a lighter weight quarter zip with a reflective strip on that little quarter zip part. Another $7.50 on the LL Bean sweater. This one is wool with the leather buttons, like that last one. That one's in more of like a charcoal gray, I guess. The other one was like in a oatmeal heather beige. All right, what do we got here? We got a Columbia Titanium for less than $4. Columbia Titanium, women's, I'm guessing based on the shape, maybe men's. Columbia Titanium, for $4. That's kind of a no-brainer. Worst case scenario, $30 on that, so that's a nice pickup. $6. I know nothing about this. I bought this based on the style for $6. Kind of like a utility safari vest. Brand is Lucy Madam. I don't know, never heard of it. But style based, I think that's at least $20, hopefully more. I'll have to look it up. Another LL Bean quarter zip. This one is a Pima cotton quarter zip. Very soft. $7.50. Oh, it's a full zip. Okay, so full zip's going to be a little bit better than quarter zip. Uh-oh. Just dropped stuff. Another $7.50 LL Bean sweater. I mean, I just hit the mother load on LL Bean. This one's a lamb's wool V-neck. Lamb's wool V-neck on the LL Bean. Lots of LL Bean. Hey, if you're watching and you have lots of extra time on your hands, you can do a LL Bean counter in the comments. Another LL Bean organic cotton XL quarter zip. Got a lot of those like exact same sweaters. So one nice thing is that listing them all will be super easy. They're all the same size. They're all the same style code. Gonna be really nice. This one is a cotton cashmere blend in like, is it gray or light blue? I'm kind of colorblind. LL Bean, $7.50. Same thing. I want to see if my wife wants to try that one on. She likes light blue right now. Another Lululemon with the Cavs logo on the sleeve. This one is more like a performance quarter zip. They charged me $9 for that one. It didn't have a price tag on it, so I just asked them at the register. $9 for that one. There's another IKEA bag done. We got two more. Are we gonna make it before my phone dies? Are we gonna make it before my phone dies? Maybe so. All right, $6. I got a Land's End down vest. Vintage down vest. Those are little bread and butters for me. Sell anywhere from 20 to 30. Paid $3 for these Nike sweatpants. I stopped picking these up, but for $3, I'm just gonna pick them up. Just some tapered fleece joggers. Polo Ralph Lauren lamb's wool sweater vest, $6 on this one. This one is vintage and is made of lamb's wool, so that's why I picked it up for $6. If this was cotton, I would have passed, but Polo Ralph Lauren and wool is gonna get you a little bit more. Okay, I thought this had $8, but it says 18. So if they charged me 18, I would not have picked this up. Even though that means 7, half off plus the discount. I thought it was 8, so $3. So I'd have to look at the receipt to see which one they charged me. It's just a very basic LL Bean fleece. For $3, that's an automatic pickup for me. For $7, I would definitely be passing on just a basic LL Bean fleece. Just my own opinion on that one. Paid $9 for this Polo Ralph Lauren. It's kind of like a North Face Denali jacket. It's their version of that. It's like fleece with the nylon across the chest. It's got some zipper pockets on it. Nice pony logo, Polo Ralph Lauren. That would be a nice flip. Paid $4 for... Sorry to interrupt the video. I had to answer a question that I get all the time, which is how do I ship my jackets once they sell? And the truth is that 99% of the time, I just put them into poly mailers. I've been using the same brand of poly mailers for almost 2 years exclusively now. They were the first sponsor of the channel. The brand is Gyropack. Go get 10% off your Gyropack order using code Caleb or the link down below. I really like the quality and I really like the customer service that they provide. Can't recommend them enough. Go check them out. Back to the video. All right, my phone died, so we missed a couple things. Basically, the LL Bean fleece, I would have picked it up if it was 3. I wouldn't have picked it up at 7, but I don't remember what they charged me. You missed a couple items because my camera died. I didn't realize. I bought a Polo Ralph Lauren fleece jacket, kind of like a Denali style, where it has the fleece down here and the windbreaker right here for $9. I got an Untuck It size 2XL merino wool sweater for $4. a Patagonia Better sweater for 12 bucks, and a Duluth flannel shacket that's fleece lined for $6. I'm testing it out. I wouldn't recommend picking up Duluth right now. The numbers aren't good, but I'm going to try and see if it's going to start selling better with the fall here. Okay, next up we have this Sitka Gear full zip hoodie. Really amazing brand to be on the lookout for. I paid 12 bucks for this. I think this is called the Camp hoodie. I saw comps anywhere from like 50 to 75. Really good brand. Picked up this Patagonia sweatshirt for $7. Nothing too crazy here. Probably not even that good of a flip, but I do try to pick up all the Patagonia I can this time of year because it just sells really good this time of year. Sells really good, sells really well. Okay, this is a very random pickup. The comps said yes. I wasn't really sure. Paid $7.50, so not the biggest risk ever. The brand is Plectrum by Ben Sherman. This is a really heavyweight wool cardigan. Men's wool cardigans sell really well, so I feel like there's a little bit of a safety net there just for the functional value. Paid $9 for a pair of men's Bird Dogs pants. I did do a little liner check to make sure there was no skid marks. That's a little pro tip. You might see something you don't want to see, but hey, better to check than to not check, right? Paid $4 for this. This is a Nike Pro Combat padded undershirt for football. This is football season, so I'm going to try to get that listed quick. Paid, let's see, like $16 for a New At Tags Aaron Crafts fisherman sweater. Really nice pickup for $16 since it's New At Tags. Aaron Woolen Mills is the brand. Those fisherman sweaters always sell great. That's like one of the better brands you can find. This had no comps, but I kind of took a gamble on it. Forest Products. It's kind of like a canvas bomber jacket, and it is New At The Tags. It's called the Unlined Workwear Jacket. Kind of took a little bit of a gamble on it, so if you see it in the wild, do your own research on that one. It's called Fortress Products, yeah. Paid $4 for this vintage Washington Redskins crew neck sweatshirt. I don't pick up a lot of sports stuff because they price it crazy at my thrifts. And there's a lot of people that buy and sell that in my area, so I stick to the stuff that I know better. But hey, $4 for a vintage raglan sleeve crew neck. It kind of seemed like a no-brainer to me. All right, we're down to the last IKEA bag. I got to speed through this before my phone dies or I run out of storage. Paid $6 for this Nike Tennessee, kind of like an on-field style dry fit performance hoodie. Really nice quality on that. That'll probably be like a $30 sale. And like I said, we're down to the last IKEA bag. If you made it this far, let me know your favorite find so far in the comments down below. I'm very curious. This is, like I said, my best haul in a long time, if not ever. 155 items. Totally crushed it. We got the Nike Yoga line. This one does have the Cavs logo as well. This one is a quarter zip hoodie, or a full zip hoodie. So you guys know the full zips sell better than the quarter zips, and the hoodies sell better than the non-hoodies. So that's probably going to be a pretty decent little item. I don't love that I have like a bunch of random stuff with Cavs logos on it, but they're pretty good, so hopefully it'll work out. Paid $1.50 for this Uniqlo blank long sleeve t-shirt. I'm going to see if my wife wants it. If not, I'll sell it for $15. Paid $3 for a Mizzen and Main quarter zip sweater. Probably not something I'd really go out of my way to pick up, but for $3, I'm definitely not leaving Mizzen and Main behind. People say that brand's dead. The performance button-up shirts still sell decently for me. So, another pair of Bird Dogs pants here. These ones were $9 as well. This one is the unlined model, but still going to be a good seller. They're not the best size, but Bird Dogs pants typically sell pretty well. $6. We have some J. Crew 484 white jeans. Reason I picked these up is they have the Karabo. I don't know how you say that. The Japanese denim, that elevates the value just a little bit. Paid, what did I pay for this? $1.50 I picked up this Gore-Tex wool hat. No brand, just Gore-Tex fabric on this wool hat. I looked up a comp. The first one that I saw was $42. I'm not expecting to get $42 for it, but for $1.50, why not? Same kind of thing with this. I paid $3 for this Under Armour Storm, like a fleece-lined camo gaiter. You wear this over your neck to keep your neck warm. Once again, another thing is so cheap, I just figured I'd take a gamble on it, figure it out later. Paid $9 for this vintage Patagonia jacket. I don't think this is a very good style, to be honest. But I'm not going to pass up a vintage Patagonia jacket for $9. Kind of like a Norak half-zip windbreaker with the little snaps there. Kind of a random item for Patagonia, but it's Patagonia for $9, so I'll take it. Paid $7.50 for this Cool, K-U-H-L, fleece. Cool fleece. Quarter zip. I think I just listed one of these for like $40 or something like that, so nice little flip. We paid $12 for these Levi's 501s Nuit tags in black. So one of the better Levi's styles you can find in modern are black 501s in a good size, and we found them, and they were Nuit tags, so nice pickup. $7.50, we got the Pima Soft Touch Polo Ralph Lauren Flesh Pony long sleeve polo. I know that's a lot of keywords, but I'm trying to go quick before my phone dies. These are bread and butter for me. I list them usually for $30 and sell them anywhere from $20 to $30, just depending on what offers come through. Paid $7 for this Gap Industrial Standards M65 jacket collab. Gap military jackets sell pretty well for me, the military inspired jackets. So for $7, I'm definitely picking that up. Okay, I paid a lot for this. What's 25% off of 50? So like 10% is 5, so $12.50, so $38. I paid $38 for a Patagonia Nano Puff jacket. Good size of men's large, really nice condition on it. Kind of borderline paying a little too much on that. I have one currently listed for $110 or $120. But realistically, it's like a $75 to $90 item. I don't know. Picked up this Abercrombie & Fitch oversized fleece to try it out. I've seen these before, and I know that Abercrombie & Fitch, their Y2K, more streetwear styles can sell pretty well. I saw it was oversized, more of a baggy fit. So I figured I'd try it out for $6. $4, we got this Brooks Brothers wool puffer vest. The shell is wool, but it's also insulated. Not sure why they had that price cheaper than their normal Brooks Brothers price, but hey, I'm not going to complain. That's a nice pickup. Paid, let's see, $9 for this Columbia Omnitech jacket. Once again, waterproof, breathable, really nice. The reason I picked this one up, though, is it's size 4XL. So really nice, big size. Gonna help that sell faster. I've almost made it. Paid $6 for this Disney Spirit jersey, but I've never seen it not on a t-shirt. This is like on a fuzzy fleece. Saw some comps, $20 to $30. Probably will list a little bit higher since it's more like a fall item and more like a sweater. And we're heading into that season. Paid $6 for this Climb jacket. This one is called the Inferno jacket. Once again, I didn't look this one up because it wasn't priced up and I'd already looked up the other one, but I'm guessing that's a good brand. To me, when I saw Climb, I was like, hey, if it's used for climbing, hiking, could be worth good money, and I'm glad I trusted my instincts on looking that up. Got some BKE Jake jeans for, what was that, $4.50? Probably priced down because of the condition. There's some rips on the front, but these sell in distressed condition all the time for me. Paid $15 for this Nike winterized puffer vest hoodie. Some of these random items from Nike can sell really well. Really good comps on that piece. Don't be afraid to look up those Nike pieces. $7.50. We got an REI Co-op down puffer vest, probably like a $30 item. $7 into $30. That's like, I'm trying to do that as much as I can. Okay, for $6, I picked up this FootJoy wind vest. It is new at tags, which is why I picked it up, but it does have a company logo, so I'm not going to sell that on my golf whatnot shows just because I try to keep the logos to course logos in that show. Paid $7.50 for this Oliver Perry 100% cashmere quarter zip sweater. 100% cashmere is always a lookup. Always, always, always look it up. And the very last item, I paid $22 for this Polo Ralph Lauren quilted chore vest. I've sold that same that same vest last year for like $75 and $90, and I sold the jacket version for like $110. So I know that is a really good style from Polo Ralph Lauren that sells well, so that's why I was willing to pay up a little bit for it. So let me know what you guys think about the haul. We went old school today. We went no cuts, except for when my phone died and my wife called. But hey, what are you going to do? Hey, we'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.